my stream rebooted. God damn it! Okay, so how do I turn this on? No, this I need light to be cast there. Let me try this. Maybe I need a torch or something? I need to... No, I definitely need to reflect the light, but that's the weird part. I swear to God, I... I fucking remember what to do. There has to be something I miss here. Oh, what the fuck are you doing, Razio? You know, the vampire race being cut actually kind of blows. I prefer the vampire race than those weird slut dog creatures. They all come across as very intimidating to me. I also felt the sloths were like a lot more disgusting in Soul River 1. I don't know. I know I tend to unfairly compare Soul River 2 to 1, except for the writing. But I do mean it. There's just something about the change in design that just made them less threatening to me. Is this too soul to rear? Exactly, Arkham. I'm trying to figure out how to solve this possum. I don't have to cast a light, and then I use this. I don't think I have to be here. How was your day, Arkham? This will walk here. I feel mostly lazy. Now I have to go to the other side first. Sure. I could just fucking remember what I had to do. I feel like shit. What happens if I... Yeah, this is, I think, around the end. It has to be around the end. Oh. No. Try to fucking remember. I actually feel embarrassed I can't remember this. Well, to be fair, the last time I played this was like 14 years ago. Yeah, it has to be here. There's something here. I'm not fucking remembering properly what to do. Doesn't even push enemies backwards, like even beyond this section. Well, not especially by the material realm. cast a shadow there, a shadow bridge, which allows me to get to the other side. And then when I push this away, it doesn't receive light. There has to be something I may have to shoot. I thought about shooting that, but that does nothing. That I think is you're supposed to open it up. Yeah, I think you have to open that up so it receives light, and then you can reflect it to the other sides here. But how do I get light to this place? I disable hints and everything, so I'm playing hardcore. This clearly I'm supposed to leave on. This is a part. I have to keep the other. I have to figure. It must be something I have to break on the other one so I can receive light. Because this I can't progress with. I figure out some way to enable light so that the other shield will receive light because it doesn't get. It can't reach that far. I mean, if not, fuck it, I'll just look up a walkthrough, but I don't want to get stuck in this forever, but I want to figure out myself, because I beat this game without a guide before, I remember that. It feels really embarrassing to admit, oh, I'm not as smart as I used to be. It feels pretty sad, but I guess I got old, you know? Speaking about getting old, I've been having this horrible fucking neck pain. Close to the back, it's almost at shoulder level. I don't know why, I had a nightmare. It's just this pain. I've had this pain for like a week now. Now I realize. Are you there, Arkham? No. It'll exist in your head. What the fuck do I do here? I know I have to receive light there. And light gets reflected here. I have to bounce it there, I think. How do we enable the light? I have to go back. Maybe at the entrance. I don't know. figure out what the fuck to do. Yeah, I might look up a guy. I don't want to keep spending time here. It's probably going to be something real stupid, like, oh, there was a thing I had to hit with the Reaver. I didn't realize, like a moron. It's probably much early on. I really been really surprised if that's what's happening. But yeah, to explain a bit, Arkham, Rescue gave up the chase for Kain for reasons reported to the plot. You'll see, and I'm trying to imbue the river with dark energy, but I have to solve a bunch of puzzles to do that. I'm ignoring the enemies, but the combat that this game is balls. Like, it's not unplayable, it's just kind of boring. No, this has to be the end. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up something because I really don't fucking remember. This I think is also at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up because I legitimately do not remember. But what did I miss? It's gotta be something stupid. Okay, flip that. Yeah, I've done that. Yes, I've also done that. Ah, my god. Okay, you wanna know what I fucked up on? Bubsy. Oh, Bubsy 3D. Why did Bubsy pop up in your head? Okay. My bad. I used to be a lot more observant, but I did not notice this. I apologize. To anyone who's seeing this stream, video on direct, I apologize for about the stupidity you're about to witness. I apologize for not observing enough. Man, I need to observe more. Pause. I have to PTSD. Oh no! Okay, this is what you have to do. The game gives you kids have to use the Reaver, but I wasn't sure where. Guess what? I was shooting above here. I was getting close, but no. Have to shoot here. There we go. And now, look at that. It opens up a tunnel. A tunnel. How do I? Toenail. No, this has to be left here, and I have to get it up there. Oh yeah, I see it. I see the platform. The platform here. I missed it. Derp. There we go. There we go. Look at here. Cookie's mine. Now if I shine the light here. Have to disable that block thing. That has to be the second half of this. I'm gonna check everything because it hinted that I had to use the Reaver there. I wouldn't be surprised if it was some fucking above thing and I didn't notice it. Watch there being a fucking thing I have to shoot up. Oh yeah, there's a slot. God damn it. And the texture design to is pretty impressive. No, no, no. There we go. Well, I almost solved it by accident. What's that happen? Now, how do? Now, do we get the Goth Reaver? Exactly, we get the Goth Reaver.
As I neared the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control, and I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me, and I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
You also get a health upgrade. See, this game is linear. It's not like Soul Reaver 1, where it's where all of the upgrades were optional. Here, well, not abilities. You have a world to explore. Here, it's much more linear. It was then that I realized that was the Soul Reaver too.
I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
The Reavers themselves don't have any combat powers. It's just for puzzle solving.
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
Ragged excuse for a savior?
Vorador.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope? I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the Pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the Pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the Pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the Pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphan. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the Pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away, until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I had no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Audron was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
Okay, so now we have to do backtracking. There's no quick travel in this game because the game is completely linear, which is one of the biggest problems because the world itself is just one big linear corridor. There's no difference in the direction or anything. It's one of the biggest problems with Soul Reaver 2. It's a pseudo Metro-like. It's technically a Metro-like and you still obtain abilities and everything, but the game is completely linear. So in practice, it doesn't play out that well. The only parts of the game that are non-linear are the dungeons themselves. You can solve them in any order you want, but again, in any order in the dungeon itself, not solve the dungeons in any order. Excuse me. But that's about it, and that represents a huge problem that Soul Reaver 2 has. Just like Final Fantasy 13. I haven't played those Final Fantasy games. The only Final Fantasy game I played was the original, and I was fucking bored by it. Generally speaking, I don't like turn-based RPG games. I've mentioned it before many times in the past. I find them needlessly long, excessively repetitive, and at times even too full of themselves. Sometimes, from a plot point of view, it's very rare that I like a turn-based JRPG or turn-based RPG in general. When they hit though, they're definitely great games, but they're rare. Yes, the one that was on NES, like probably some 15 or 16 years ago.
My wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
The Star Wars Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2 at work, Raziel. I should note that the Elder God has, I think, like one more scene, and that's it. He has barely any screen time in this game. And the Elder God definitely feels like one of the... in a game that has surprisingly a lot of really good writing, the Elder God comes across as... or at least Raziel becoming enemies with him, it feels very forced. What do you mean you take up the role of Raiden here? So to the other gods, but oh god, that meme is never gonna. They're never gonna fucking leave that down. This is the thing is this texture has more Reavers. Look at this. Here's the Dark Reaver. This I think is what's it? Earth or light? What's fucking light? No, light is here. Then I think this is supposed to be air. And then there's fire there. And these are the Reavers that are in the game. But here we have water, if I recall correctly, which is cut. Earth, which was also cut. And then this was supposed to be a spirit, which was also cut. Yeah, Soul Reaver 2 also had cut content and way deeper compared to Soul Reaver 1. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. But thanks for stopping by. Next will be after the Light Reaver. Long ago, the four Reavers lived together in peace and harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Reaver attacked. Oh, god damn it. Anyway, see ya. And silent animations. What the fuck?